One of the most important aspects that contribute to the enjoyment that we get from drinking wine is the sensory experiences that come along with it, such as the aroma, taste, and texture of the wine. This is one of the most important factors that contribute to the enjoyment that we get from drinking wine. In this video, we are going to talk about glass shape and the taste of wine. So before starting this video, like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel for future updates. There is a wide range of glassware that may be used for drinking wine, such as wine glasses, coffee mugs, mason jars, and even Dixie cups. These examples are not an exhaustive list. Any one of these containers is appropriate for drinking wine. Wine may also be consumed directly from the bottle, however, doing so is not recommended due to the potential for spillage. Because of this, it is of the highest significance to choose a wine glass that not only enhances the flavor and scent of the wine, but also the appearance of the wine. This is because the appearance of the wine may have a significant impact on the whole experience of drinking the wine. In order to fully appreciate the one-of-a-kind taste profile of each kind of wine, whether it be red, white, sparkling, rose, or dessert wine, the beverage in question should be served in the appropriate glassware. A wine glass is composed of a base, a stem, and a bowl. These three parts are known as the base, stem, and bowl, respectively. This information is well known to the public. However, the most crucial aspects of a wine glass are the bowl's contours, particularly its size and proportions. This is due to the fact that the bowl of the glass is the part of the vessel that really contains the wine. In order to maximize the amount of contact that the wine has with the air, it is typically poured to within 1/3 of the bowl or to the point where the bowl is at its widest. This is done in order to maximize the amount of contact that the wine has with the air. This is done to allow the wine to have some breathing room. These proportions are prone to alter depending on the kind of wine glass that is used, which is an important factor that contributes to the general enhancement of the flavor of the wine. On the other side, if you drink wine from the right sort of glass, you could really be able to bring out the wine's taste. It is not need to be concerned about the issue of cost, since they will not cost you an arm and a leg either. The information that follows provides an overview of the primary glass shapes, as well as a list of wines that are known to perform exceptionally well in each of these forms. Let's start. Number 6. The Bourgogne glass. The shape of this glass is best suited for red wines that are bolder and more aggressive, such as Cabernet Sauvignon, Cabernet Franc, Alicante Bouschet, or Bordeaux Blends. In contrast to the burning of ethanol, which takes place closer to the nose, this method is able to provide a greater number of aroma molecules. A wonderful alternative for red wines that are lighter and more delicate, and that also have scents that are not as overpowering. Because the basin is round and thus much wider than it is deep, it is much simpler to collect the scents. Nebbiolo, Pinot Noir, Gamay, Zweigelt, Saint Laurent, Schiava, Freisa, and Valpolicella blends are all wonderful options for this specific glass shape. Number 5. Red wine. The bowls of red wine glasses are purposely intended to have a bigger capacity than the bowls of other kinds of wine glasses. This is in contrast to the design of the bowls of other types of wine glasses, which have a smaller capacity. Because of this, bowls that are wider allow a higher amount of wine to come into contact with air, which in turn helps the wine to breathe and reveal its nuanced scent. This is because broader bowls enable a greater surface area to be exposed to air. The kind of glass that is used to drink red wine has a considerable influence on the natural amount of bitterness that is present in the beverage, in addition to the beverage's texture and the level of complexity that it imparts to the flavor. The size of the aperture in the bowl has an inversely proportional relationship to the degree to which the flavor is smooth. Number 4. White wine. White wines are often drunk out of bowled glasses that are on the smaller side. This is because white wines tend to have a higher alcohol content. This is owing to the fact that white wines have a lighter and more floral aroma than red wines do. Red wines have a stronger and more earthy aroma. Red wines are known for having a stronger and more earthy scent than white wines. It has been shown that smaller bowls are preferable in terms of conserving the scent of flowers and maintaining a lower temperature. However, you will discover that larger bowls perform better with full-bodied white wines such as Chardonnay, white Rioja, and orange wines. This is because the larger bowls have more surface area. This is due to the fact that wine can breathe better in bigger bowls than they can in smaller ones. This is because these wines have a greater concentration of body in them. Number 3. Champagne, or one of the many other types of sparkling wine. Champagne glasses are easily identifiable by their slenderness, height, and absence of a taper at the base. If this is your first time using one of these glasses, you will be able to detect the aroma of the beverage, and the feeling of bubbles will remain on the very tip of your tongue even after you have finished drinking. These beverages are often presented in what are generally referred to as flutes, on account of the form of the glass in which they are served. Bigger bowls, which allow for the development of a fuller flavor, should be used in the manufacturing process of champagnes and sparkling wines that have a more robust flavor. This is because wider bowls facilitate the development of a fuller flavor. Number 2. Rose wine. If you like rose but aren't sure which kind of wine glass to use, choose a white wine glass that tends more toward having a smaller bowl and a longer stem if you're unsure which type of wine glass to use. Doing so will provide you the most enjoyable experience possible when you are sipping rose. When you drink rose in this manner, you will have the most pleasurable experience possible if you follow these steps. The wine's floral undertones are going to be brought out further by the bottle's form, which was constructed in such a manner as to emphasize their presence. Number 1. Fortified/dessert wine. It's hard to imagine, but there are genuine wine glasses that are designed specifically for the drinking of dessert wines. These glasses are much smaller than standard wine glasses. The bowls of the glasses used for dessert wine are typically smaller than those used for other types of wine. Additionally, the rims of these glasses have a more pronounced taper so that it is easier to swirl the wine. This is because dessert wines typically have a higher alcohol content than other types of wine. This is done to ensure that the wine may be enjoyed to its full potential. Additionally, the structure guarantees that the sweetness does not become overpowering by preventing it from being concentrated in one spot, therefore spreading it out evenly throughout the structure. What about glasses that are designed to work effortlessly with everyone's personal preferences? Some glass companies, such as Zalto and Gabriel Glass, produce a kind of glass that they refer to as universal glass. This type of glass may be used in a wide variety of applications. This is a good choice for the enthusiast who is concerned with minimizing the amount of space they need and who does not want to bother with a variety of shapes. It is difficult to underline the minute distinctions that exist in the method in which a drink is presented to the tongue due to the fact that both of the glass companies that were previously mentioned create high-quality goods, with costs beginning at $30 for a stem. In point of fact, you are free to consume wine out of whatever container you have on hand, including but not limited to a wine glass, a coffee cup, or even a mason jar. This includes, but is not limited to, the following. This includes, but is not limited to, the aforementioned potential courses of action. On the other hand, if you want to get the most out of your experience with wine and make the most of the time you spend drinking it, selecting the appropriate glasses is essential. What do you think about this video? Do let us know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go.